evening, everyone. As we conclude this intensive 40 hours mediation training program, I'm filled with a deep sense of pride and optimism. Over the past few days, we have embarked on a journey of learning, growth, and transformation. I, Jaivan P, from 5th semester BCom LLB, on behalf of CMR University School of Legal Studies, would like to extend a very warm welcome to our distinguished guests, mediators, and participants to the valedictory function of the 40-hour certified course on mediation and conciliation organized by the CMR University School of Legal Studies Center for Alternative Dispute Resolution. It was truly a memorable and enriching experience interacting and engaging with everyone. As we conclude this wonderful training workshop, we are looking forward to having many more such workshops. I'm sure that all our participants will have learned and will definitely appreciate the word of Joseph Grandbaum, who once said, and I quote, as ounce of mediation is worth a pound of arbitration and a ton of litigation. We are truly honored to have with us Advocate Susheela Sarathi, Designated Senior Counsel, High Court of Karnataka, Senior Mediator and Master Trainer, MCPC New Delhi and BMC, Mr. Joe Joseph, Advocate and Mediator, Ms. Jayashree Sridhar, Advocate and Mediator, Ms. Banu Ravinder, Advocate and Mediator, Ms. Anitha, Advocate and Mediator, Ms. Shilpa, Advocate and Mediator, and Ms. Meena Kumari, Advocate and Mediator. We are also accompanied by our beloved Dean, Professor Dr. T.R. Subramania sir, and our Director, Professor Dr. V.J. Praneshwaran sir. It isn't just an ending, it's a beginning, and I'm positive that we all now possess the knowledge and tools to make a positive impact in our communities and workspaces. Mediation is a powerful force for change. On this note, I would like to invite Dharmi, a student from 3rd semester LLB, to render the invocation song.
Vandeham Sharada, Vandeham Sharada, Visharada, Jnanada, Varada, Vandeham Sharada, Visharada, Jnanada, Varada, Vandeham Sharada, Shuddha Sattva Swarupini, Swachha Hridaya Nivasini, Swaprakasha Rupini, Shuddha Sattva Swarupini, Swachha Hridaya Nivasini, Swaprakasha Rupini, Vandeham Sharada, Visharada, Jnanada, Varada, Vandeham Sharada, Parat Paravidya Moshita, Suravara Sujana Sevita, Parat Paravidya Moshita, Suravara Sujana Sevita, Sujala Sulabha, Suswaravagyanirata, Sujala Sulabha, Suswaravagyanirata, Vandeham Sharada, Visharada, Jnanada, Varada, Vandeham Sharada.
Thank you, Dharmi, for such a lovely performance. It was truly mesmerizing. Now I cordially invite our beloved Dean, Professor Dr. T.R. Subramania sir, to give the presidential address.
Very good evening to all of you. In the last 5 days, all of you were busy. You are busy, not only listening, but even doing the exercise. We were told by the researchers, the the resource persons, that you have been doing exceedingly well. Your understanding of the subject has improved each day, and wish all of them good luck. See, mediation is an important method of resolution of conflict. In the state of United States, you must have heard the other day, when Honourable Justice N. Kumar spoke here, most of the people, 90% of the people resort to mediation. It is just not possible for anybody to bear the expenses of litigation before the court of law. It may be related to the fees of the lawyer, or it may be related to the fees which is being charged by the courts, which naturally goes to the government. In such a situation, being law degree holders, mediation is one of the modes of settlement of disputes. Don't be under the impression that law is not required for mediation. I repeatedly tell you, the other day I had just mentioned to you, you should be perfect in law, and you should have the art of compromising. You compromise in accordance with the principles of law, and you should be part of the administration of justice. I, on behalf of the CMR University and the Board of Management, the Chairman, the Chancellor, and the Pro-Chancellor and the Vice-Chancellor, and the respected teachers of the School of Legal Studies, thank all the resource persons. All of them came on time. They have spared the precious time with yours. Remember, when elders speak, we have to naturally listen. You know, the great Swami Vivekananda, when he defined education, he said what? Education is the manifestation of perfection, which is already in man. All of you are talented, but then it requires some kind of what we call as impulsive initiation by you. And if this initiation is given by a guru, and gurus naturally will be able to shine the society. I can just give an illustration since I have just gone out of the way in order to come back. The great Adi Shankara was born in Kaladi. And when he was born in Kaladi, he was getting a dream that he has his Guru Govindapada, and he was on the banks of river Narmada. And this fellow travels. At that time, helicopters were not there, buses were not there, bullock carts, you cannot reach that far. In such situations, he went on in his barefoot and reached the destination. And when he reached the destination, the great Guru Govindapada was in Samadhi. And he was not allowed by the disciples to see him. When he was not allowed by the disciples to see him, he just puts a question, why you are not opening the door? Then I said, give some time to the Lord teacher. He is on sleep. He has been giving the knowledge of wisdom to us, and he bear with us. And when he got up, he had the first darshan of Guru Govindapada. So when the darshan he had, the Guru Govindapada had asked him, who you are? At that time, he instantly composed the famous Dasishloki. I am neither made of this earth, nor made of this air, nor made of the Panchabhutas, but I am the one. So this was liked by him, and then he says, since long, for several years I have been waiting to receive you. Then he gives the timing, and the story goes on and on. Now, everyone in life will find a guru. And in the last 5 days, you had these 6 people who taught you. Remember them. It will elevate your prestige. And all the teachers from whom I have learned, remember, have the greatest regard, barring 1 or 2. The greatest regard is for a simple reason. They are the ones who taught us. And they are the ones who made us to live in our life peacefully. And that is where you have been listening to these people in the last 5 days, and you have heard, and you have accepted, and your keenness to know is appreciated by everyone. on behalf of the university, madam, I just once again thank Madam Susheela Sarathi. But for her, this event would not have happened. In spite of the tight, heavy, busy schedule, she was able to find time. We thought we were going to November, but then we were able to finish in October itself. Once again, on behalf of the university, madam, I thank you. I just wanted to tell you now, madam, don't blame me. Madam has a daughter. She happened to be my student, and she was one of the finest singers. Right? And when I was working in the Bangalore University, for all the functions, all the major functions, she is the one who was to give elocution. So that is why when she sang, I just remembered her and wanted to give this secret to you as well. And she has learned music for several years, almost 14 years if I am not wrong. This is what she told me once. Learned music and a master of perfection. Because you don't require anything background music or other things. It is instant and it is a pure traditional classical music, Carnatic classical music. Madam, once again, I thank you on this behalf. And we have Mr. Joe Joseph. He is and special friend. Once again, I thank you, sir, on behalf of the institution. Then we have Jayashree Sridhar. He is also with us all the 5 days, and you know, and also see, you are all young. If you are not in a position to put your hands together at this age, what will you do when we reach our age? See, at this age we do whatever is required. Enthusiasm, all wherever people ask, we go, we speak, we come back. Without, remember, 2.5 hours we speak without a cheat. It's all. At least show your, remember, gratitude by putting your hands together. We have Honourable, madam. Simultaneously, we have Advocate Madam Anita. Madam Shilpa, we have here. The last person is Meena Kumar. Once again, with best wishes to you and for a bright future, although the year is yet to come to an end.
Now, I would like to invite few student representatives who have actively participated in the workshop to share their valuable learnings and insights. I call upon Sai Banu from 3rd semester LLB.
Good evening, everyone. I'm thankful and grateful for this opportunity given by the faculty for having this 2 minutes with everyone. I'm grateful for all the trainers who have taken their time to spend 5 days with us. Initially, when we came into this, we thought 40 hours, that's a lot of time. And now leaving, we feel like 40 hours was a little less, to be very honest. So what I take back, what I can relate to with this is time. And what does time tell you? And where does you see your time? In your watch. WATCH. If I can relate it to mediation, WATCH. Watch your words, watch your action, watch your thoughts, watch your character, watch your heart. So it's easy to summarize it by just that. So thank you.
Next, I call upon Ritik Asgupta from 7th semester BA.
Good evening. I think that all of us before we came here expected to leave as trained mediators, learning professional skills. But ma'am, I think one thing you taught us all is how to be kinder and more patient and empathetic and be better listeners. So I don't know if we'll all leave and be great mediators, but I really hope we'll be the great people you inspire us to be. It was an honor.
I I call upon Jyoti from third semester LLB.
Hello everyone. Thank you. It's actually a different experience when you come and stand here. And whatever to my student colleague said, plus to that, I'll not repeat the same thing. The plus point what I am carrying from this 5 days training, which actually I was not very sure, to be frank, like when I entered here. I usually am very focused whenever any lecture goes, but at times what happens is like when it goes too monotonous, I doze off. I don't remember what is happening. And it happened here also, I think third day or something, I did doze off, I'll accept that. But that said, the interesting thing or the takeaway that I have from this course is like, I used to always think, oh, mediation, okay, I can do it, what's the big deal? But no, there are a lot of things which I learned, especially the patience. Susheela ma'am got disturbed so many times, but she never yelled at anyone. She never said, okay, you go out of the room. Or usually the experience that I have seen here, I mean, that's needed also, but that said, right, listen. So it's needed also, but that said, she was very different. She was like, the kind of stare she gave, you have to listen to me. That is something I think needed. That's the patience we all should have with us. And that was absolutely, I would say that it wasn't there with me, but yeah, I was very low on that. So that is a takeaway. Plus, the way, the multiple time we did the role, the same thing repeated, and now I can say that it got into my nerve. Couple of things are literally into my nerve. That is something I really appreciate, everybody who got involved with the lecture. I'll not specifically name anyone because everybody did excellent job. And my special thank to this name, I have to say Susheela ma'am. Reason being that all the time she was so focused, structured, tailored workshop that I personally have never attended, though I have been part of the Shark Tank talks and all, but this is something out of box. So I really, by all heart, thank you for taking time, your precious time, personal time, coming here, giving me an opportunity. I just wrote one shairi, I'm just out of box, I wrote. I mean, आपको हमने इतना सताया, आपको हमने इतना सताया, फिर भी आपको कभी गुस्सा न आया। अपना पूरा कोर्स कंप्लीट करते हुए मीडिएशन का हमें पाठ पढ़ाया।
Thank you for sharing your line of thinking that reflects the learning from the last few days. I would like to now invite our mediators to share their profound insights and experience being with us for the past few days. I would now like to invite Mr. Joe Joseph, advocate and mediator, to share his experience during the last few days.
First and foremost, thanks for that warm welcome. We have been here for the last 5 days, right? I've been hearing our voice and we've been fed up on listening to that. But I was requesting this 1 minute is not required because they have been listening to us, they will be wanting to get off this. But I think this welcome gives me that confidence and change my mindset. Am I right? Yes. Such an enthusiastic, energetic group. Let me put it that way. You may be thinking, we have been giving something to teach you or rather something to take away from here. In the contrary, it's the other way. We have learned so much from your side over there. The timing and the positive attitude, it's really mentionable over here. Not one person was sleeping at 2 o'clock at 2:30 in the afternoon. Not that you are not sleepy. Not that we were good over here. It's because the enthusiasm you had to absorb what is being delivered over here.
that gives us the power, the petrol to run the vehicle. So there's no problem of running the show here because energy you are supplying to us. Only thing you have to divert it, nothing else more than that. So I wish all of you a wonderful future. The way you are going, you will reach the heights as such. And I was told extrambo to talk. I was wondering what to talk about. But fact has to be spoken to somebody. So we can't go to hide that, right? So that's the fact as such. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I would like to now invite Ms. Jayashree Sridhar, advocate and mediator.
To be frank, I have no words to express my surprise and happiness. The kind of interest you people are showing, the enthusiasm, the eagerness and willingness to learn and clarify the doubts, amazing. From day one, I was saying this to my guru, Susheela madam. What a surprise, so interesting. All students are involved into all these things. Very happy and looking forward to receive you all into the mediation family and to see you all in Bangalore Mediation Center. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I would like to now invite Ms. Anita, advocate and mediator.
Good evening, CMR.
Good evening.
It's really nice to hear towards the end of our, 5 days of learning experience. I must tell you honestly, straight from the heart, I've been overwhelmed seeing the innocence in all of you. The childlike innocence, how you learn, how you're curious to know more things. Really, it has touched so much, I love each one of you to the core. Each one of you is so very beautiful. I enjoyed thoroughly the 5 days of experience. Every moment, you can see goosebumps. Honestly. So much I'm touched by the hospitality, by Abhay and team, and all of each one of you is so good, so disciplined. I'm not overdoing it. Believe me, I'm not overdoing it. I'm unbiased, neutral, and I'm saying the facts as it is. Okay? And the library here, I must thank Subramani sir. The way he has taken all of you into this, especially this mediation course, and I see the library, it's so very beautiful. Each one here, each one that I see around is so beautiful. And the energy that each of you are sending it to us, that makes us a better person to give the best to you. So thank you, each one of you. All of you are good. Some of you were coming and asking how to be this or that. Don't be anything, be yourself, but be a good human being. And what you are invited in all these 5 days will definitely take you to places. And CMR College is going to reach places, and it's going to be number one, I'm sure, one day. Thank you so much. Thank you for the beautiful experience I had. Thank each one of you, and God bless you in abundance of all that you wish for, and you reach places. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. May I now invite Advocate Susheela Sarathi, designated Senior Counsel, High Court of Karnataka, to share her experience she had while teaching and enlightening us with her knowledge.
Respected Dean Sir, Mr. Pramesh Sir, Vidya Madam, Masanta Madam, and dear all. I have been in the profession of teaching and training for the past several decades. Every time I go, why do I go? I want to learn something. ఎందరో మహానుభావులు అందరికీ నా నమనములు. from many of you, you are all masters for me. I learn from my friends over here. I am really grateful to them. Just because I requested, they did not have accepted to come here. Be it Meenaka, Bhanu Ravinder, Shilpa, Anita, Jayashree and Joe. All of them said yes and they joined here in this mission. One thing I request you to consider here is that so many people offer their heads and shoulders for you people to come up in life. There may be occasions when some may try to pull you down also. But don't forget, till today, till 5 days before, you had never seen 5 of us, isn't it? Maybe you would have seen here and there, but not all of us so closely. Maybe our heads and shoulders were strong or not, that's a different issue, but we came forward to offer our heads and shoulders. There will be times of ups and downs in your lives. Remember, there will be n number of people who will be ready, who will come from somewhere to offer you heads and shoulders. That's what you should never forget. Don't get demotivated at any point of time. That's one thing. Second thing I request you to consider here is this. Education should culminate in action. I have seen many judges trained in mediation. Their performance itself is different. Trained mediator lawyers, their performance is different. A person who is trained in mediation as a son, he performs his role in a different way. That's where I request that it is not just a degree. It's a responsibility for each one of you. It's not a degree. It's not a certificate. You have to work on it. You have to work on it till your death. None of us are certified mediators if we start introspecting ourselves. But we can always be better human beings than we were yesterday. I request all of you to consider this. One more aspect that I request your attention is this. Few years back, we had not heard of CMR. Rather, I wouldn't recommend. Some people come to us, our own relatives, friends, kith and kin, so many people. Where do I admit my child? Where do I send my son or daughter? Today, CMR is taking a different name. It's because of strong pillars you have, visionaries like Dr. Subramaniam over here, and your faculty members. But if you do not join hands with them, they alone cannot do anything. I request you, please take your profession very seriously. Where you will go, what you will do is different. But what you have learned will never get wasted. It will never go waste. Some elements that you have learned here will be helpful somewhere else. That's what I was telling you about transference, the capacity of an individual to learn something in one area and make use of it practically in some other area. You will make use of it. Have patience. One more thing, maybe we were a little bit strict with you here and there, but please excuse us for that. Only 2 persons, according to me, have a right to correct you. They say, if a donkey can be converted into a horse, it can only be tried by the mother. Not that the mother can convert a donkey into a horse. But mother will seriously try her level best to convert the donkey into a horse. The next, mother will beat you or scold you. Why? Because your neighbors should not beat you or scold you. That is her intention. Next is your teacher. Who has taught you? Nobody should ask you. The moment they see you, they should know that you are trained by XYZ. They should not ask who was your master. I think to that extent, we have already achieved. I request you that if we had hurt your feelings here and there, please excuse us. We would like to stand corrected, and many times your feedback was of very great help for us because we wanted to put the system in place. And we would further express our gratitude to each one of you because you were so sweet, so nice, so humble, so grounded. Little bit naughty here and there. That also we like because we need pickle. You can't just eat rice, curd rice always, isn't it? It was a little bit spicy here and there, but it was a very good experience for us. Thank you all over the
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your valuable insights. I would now like to invite Advocate Susheela Sarathi, ma'am, and our Dean, Professor Dr. T.R. Subramanian, sir, to show the certificates. Students are now requested to come forward as the name has been called out.
My sincere thanks to Vidyamani Madam and Vasanta and all the coordinators. Wonderful, amazing. The first year, Vidya struggled hard to handle me. Because it was very difficult to handle me. Then, now she knows what I want. And before I ask for something, it's already ready. She knows. Amazing. Thank you, Vidya. Thank you, all of you, Mr. all the group. Wonderful. They may not have done so much. At times, I have seen them bending backwards also. Our blessings always take you forward. Thank you.
Gratitude is the fairest blossom that springs from the soul. Every celebration is an experience. The external fades away and the internal lingers and echoes in the deepest of our hearts. As we come to an end of the valedictory ceremony, the end of a story is new beginning for many others. Let's conclude a remarkable, memorable, and knowledgeable valedictory session. On behalf of Center for Alternate Dispute Resolution of CMR University School of Legal Studies, we sincerely thank the dignitaries for being with us this evening and enlightening us with their enthusiastic remarks. On this note, I would like to invite Advocate Vidya Selvamani ma'am to propose the vote of thanks.
Good evening to all of you. Good evening, ma'am. I, Vidya Selvamani, would take this opportunity to extend my sincere gratitude and propose this vote of thanks on behalf of the entire fraternity of CMR University School of Legal Studies. First and foremost, I would like to thank all our mediators, trainers who have dedicated their time, expertise, and experience to deliver an enlightening and transformative program. A special thanks to Susheela Sarathi ma'am for accepting our invitation to conduct the workshops and towards driving the entire program successfully. All of your commitment to sharing your knowledge and imparting essential mediation skills has been invaluable to all of us. Thank you. I am sure that all our students have had an enriching experience in the last 5 days during the workshop, and they have gained knowledge to take back, which would be helpful for both their professional as well as their personal lives. We extend our heartfelt thanks to our beloved Dean, Professor Dr. T.R. Subramanian sir. His guidance has been invaluable and his constant encouragement has motivated us to excel. I would like to thank our director sir, who has always been a constant support and encouragement for doing this program successfully. I'd like to ask our dean and director sir to hand over the mementos to Susheela Sarathi ma'am. To George Joseph sir. To Jayashree Sridhar ma'am. To Anita ma'am. We are missing 3 mediators who also trained us. We'd like to thank them as well. Ms. Shilpa ma'am, Banu Ravindran ma'am, and Meena Kumari ma'am. Special thanks to all the participants who actively engaged in the workshop, contributing to the exchange of ideas and creating a vibrant learning environment. Indeed, the saying would now be well appreciated. Mediation is the art of finding the balance between what the parties want and what they need. I extend my thanks to Vasanta for coordinating the program and for the kind support. A special thanks to my student coordinators of the Center of Alternate Dispute Resolution, Uma Ashok from 5th semester Abai from 5th semester BCom LLB, Jaiva from 5th semester BCom LLB, Sapna from 9th semester BA LLB, Arvind from 3rd semester LLB, who have worked extensively hard to make this workshop a grand success. I would like to thank the extended team, Mr. Stalin, housekeeping team, hospitality team for their support throughout the event and their support. Thank you. Thank you for your dedication and congratulations on completing this 40 hours mediation training program successfully and towards becoming a trained mediators. On this note, I come to the end of this session. Thank you all.